of Kano's brother, Bayero, right? Aviation Agency, NCAA, seek punishment for airpeace for refusing to delay flight for Monarch. And these have got Nigerians talking. Hello guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you very much for always having you here. God bless you. Okay guys, let's get straight to the news. Issa Bayero, the uncle of Aminu Ado Bayero, the Emir of Kano, is seeking punitive actions against airpeace over refusal to delay a flight for the Monarch. This was contained in a complaint letter addressed to the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, on Thursday. Bayero, in the letter, described the airpeace refusal as an act of disrespect to the Emir and the people of Kano State. We, 10 of us, including His Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, Sariki Kano, and 4 other business class passengers, with additional other 5 economic class passengers, all boarded our return airpeace flight number P4776 from Bajo to Lagos. Cable quoted a part of the letter. According to Bayero, the airline had delayed their Bajo to Lagos flight by over 1 hour, but refused to allow them to board their connecting flight to Kano because they arrived in Lagos 30 minutes before the departure time. He said, "Our departure time from Bajo was scheduled for 001 hours local time on 24th February 2022. However, we departed Bajo at 19 hours and we landed at Lagos at 5:45 a.m. Our connecting flight to Kano on the same airpeace airline was for 6:15 hours. This gave us only 30 minutes to make our flight to Kano." Bayero said he personally called Helen Onyema, the Chief Executive Officer of Airpeace, to inform him of the situation, requesting the delay of the departing flight to Kano as a mark of respect to the Reverend Emir of Kano. He, Onyema, flatly refused and avoided that he will not do that. "I personally took this as an insult and flagrant shows of disrespect to His Highness and the Kano people at large," the letter adds, I beg your pardon. Bayero expressed disappointment at Onyema's response, saying that the delay was the fault of the airline. He said arriving international flights, departing aircraft, local or international, were often delayed to enable arriving passengers to join. Why should that be different with Airpeace Airline, he asked. Bayero said despite having to clock into a hotel at personal cost, the airline also requested them to pay a non-show fee, which they wanted to rebook the next available flight of the airline, which was by 7 p.m. This is an extreme case of insensitivity and callousness. In view of the foregoing, I feel strongly aggrieved and demand your kind intervention for restriction and for appropriate measure to be taken to stop this wholesome development from happening in future," he said. So if they delay the flights when the Monarch is on board for some aviation reasons, you will also complain. Now, wow for Nigerians. How do we now move forward with this attitude? Because he's an emir and he can come to airport at his own time, while every other person can wait. The leaders should lead by example so that their followers can emulate them. Especially just to recognize you as a special being with a charismatic immunity, capable to behind the rules for your sake, because your letter was written with majestic hand. If you desire such protocols, simply prepare the Emir on time to catch his flight with responsive helpers na Igbo man, so he should be punished. Try and know what you are talking about. This is the kind of mindset that should be ignored, Mr. Man. It's never an offense to do the right thing at the right time. You should be ashamed to ask the aviation agency to punish Airpeace for refusing to accept your selfish request. The Emir should charter flight if he's more special than other passengers. Should this man hide his face in shame if he travels abroad? Will he tell the foreigners to shut down because of his brother? Please, who are those behind the enthronement of these thugs? These people and their hate against other regions. Can this person make such nonsensical statements against international flights? Because the flight belongs to an Igbo man. One of the reasons, separation is the best way to go, since we cannot board together. This is worrisome. Other passengers will have to wait for hours seated in the aircraft because of one man. We are not in that kind of state. Leadership is about discipline and the respect of rules, not big manism that had destroyed our society to the current state. The same Emir would travel abroad and respect every appointment promptly without issue, yet they come back to Nigeria, automatically put on their agbada of a big man and is trained for discipline. Don't he see the departure time on his ticket? Other passengers should be delayed of him. Let him get a private jet finished. Will the Emirates, the British Airways etc., delay a flight for the Emir? Instead of delaying with a staff for not making him to be punctual, you are here asking a body that is supposed to enforce discipline to reprime Air Force for satisfying majority of its customers. Okay, guys, these are some reactions by Nigerians. Kindly share your thoughts with us. Thank you very much. Bye for now.